Welcome to Shotrath City. This is probably the only safe place in all of Outland. A group of Naru called the Shatar chased the demons away from here. If you have never met a Naru, you should see Addon inside the Terrace of Light. The leader of the Shatar is a wonderful sight. It is very different from everything else in this dark land. The Arakoa have attacked us again. This time they attacked in the night and used their dark magic to escape before we could get our soldiers ready. Vale Resk and Vale Sheener are to the north and northwest. Find these Arakoa camps and kill as many as you can. They might not fear us, but at least we can reduce their numbers. How many Arakoa have you killed? Well done. The Arakoa have learned to fear the power of the Alliance. Terrible danger comes from the cliffs of Skedis. My people, the Arakoa, face a very evil future. We have used dark magic to do bad things too often. Through Addon I have learned about the light and how to be good again. Terokkar watches his camps from Skedis through magic glass balls. Steal these eyes from Vale Resk and Vale Sheener in northern Terokkar. Let me see what Terokkar sees. Let me look through the eyes of Skedis. You have returned. What news do you bring? You are very brave. The guards of Skedis do not give away their things easily. But past bravery does not matter much now. We will see if this bravery continues in the future, because Terokkar is looking to the south. These eyes can see everything. The servants of Skedis still watch us outcasts very closely. The moment any of us walks outside Shotrath, we are dead. Bring me more feathers as proof of your victory over them. Yes, that will show Skedis that we outcasts will not accept their punishment without a fight. Here is the reward I promised you. I can give you more if you bring me more feathers. Skedis is fighting against us. Did you collect enough help for Shotrath's defense? Stop the attackers. This is no time for normal talking. We are under attack. Stop the invaders. I respect your skills in combat. You proved that you are a true defender of the light. May the blessing of Addon protect you in dark times. Look far at the horizon. Dark skies are above Skedis. Terokkar is surely planning his next move. Shotrath is safe for now. But nobody knows what danger will come tomorrow. Because I am an outcast, the bird people who work for the city of Skedis want to kill me. I cannot leave these walls because I am afraid for my life, but I can still attack them to get revenge. I have a small bag of treasure that I will give to you if you help me fight my assassins. Bring me feathers from the bird people in the different villages of Terokkar as proof of their death. Do you bring the feathers I asked for? Yes, that will show Skedis that we outcasts will not accept their punishment without a fight. Here is the reward I promised you. I can give you more if you bring me more feathers. In the bad village to the southwest called Vale Lithik, Terokkar servants are trying to ruin the baby birds before they hatch. The dark magic users of Lithik put a shadow curse on the eggs. When the birds come out, they obey Terokkar without thinking. Travel to Vale Lithik and break the eggs early before the curse enters them. Even if you are too late, you can kill the corrupted ones. Remember, the light shines brightest in the dark. Have you finished your task? Destroy the evil before it is too late. It is sad work to deal with baby birds, but ignoring this growing evil would be bad too. You have done well. Addon blesses your heart. Many people believe it was the Shadow Council that caused the explosion that broke Addon apart. People say they woke up a great evil inside. If that is true, then that evil turned against them. According to these orders, part of the Shadow Council is running away from Addon. They are using the Shadow Tomb to store powerful old objects from Addon. 3 of these items are holy because they belong to the powerful leaders Arunan, Kalen, and Atalar. I must ask you to get them. Have you found the old objects? We cannot let the Shadow Council use their power for dark purposes. The light might have forgotten me, but I have not forgotten the light. These objects were once very holy to my people. Letting the Shadow Council use their power for evil is terrible. The home of Terokkar, Skedis, stands above the bone wastes to the east. At the bottom of Skedis is Vale Shalas, the strongest camp of Terokkar. The wise men of Terokkar fight against the light from this base. The evil workers of Shalas talk to their master using a system of magic signal fires. Travel to the east and put out the fires. When Vale Shalas is quiet, we can start planning to destroy Skedis. But I am talking too fast. Vale Shalas must be silenced. We saw the bad smoke rise from here. You are very brave. I thank you for your help. I was sure I was going to be killed. Let's get out of here quickly. It will not be long before more cult members come after us. Yes? You saved Akuno, a good friend of mine. For this, I thank you. I have successfully brought the bird people spirits closer to me, but they are still very shy. Perhaps if I make my disguise better, they will want to come to me during the dream state. To do that, I need more feathers like the ones you already brought me. If you find any more feathers, I will gladly take them from you. Thank you. I will use them well. Now that I think about it, I do remember selling several boxes of strange and rare machine parts to Empor about a month ago. I am not sure what they would be used for, but I know that they were delivered to Turum. Perhaps one or more of those boxes is still there. What news do you bring? Traders? Goods delivered to Turum? Rare machine parts? And a blood elf getting ready to deliver this last box to Firewing Point? What does all of this mean? How does it connect to what happened to the druids in the Cenarian thicket? I think we should look inside that box. We stopped here because some people came in the night and made a lot of noise. It was scary. I do not know when we will start moving again. Some of my friends are missing. I do not know where they are. I think those scary bird people took them away to the northwest. They are probably locked up in cages. If you find them, that would be great. I am worried about them. I am bored. There is nobody to play with. Have you found my friends? You found all my friends. Now I have someone to play with. Thank you. Since I have friends to play with, maybe you would like one of my toys? That way you have something to play with too. A reward is offered for the bone lashers of the bone wastes. They carry sickness, so they must be destroyed immediately. You can find them across the wastes, but they usually gather at Carrion Hill in the north. Talk to Tyla Everstride afterward to collect your reward.
I suppose you're after the Bone Lasher bounty too? Yes, I am sure you killed all those Bone Lashers. It is clear because the captain asked for proof on that poster. I believe you. I do not know who I made angry to get this boring job, but thank you for your help. Here is a small reward for your trouble.
The bone lashers of the bone wastes bit Mog and made him sick. Now he wants all of them destroyed. You can find them across the wastes, but they usually gather at Carrion Hill in the north. Return to Mog Grimshot after you kill them, and he will give you a good reward. Is that bone lasher blood on your hands that I smell? You must have killed many of those bone lashers. Good. I hate them. Ever since one bit me, I feel weak and faint sometimes. Do you know how embarrassing that is? Here, take this to thank you for getting revenge for me. Vale Rays was a very evil group from Skedis. Even though the village was destroyed by the Auchendown disaster, Terokkar's power stayed in the bad spirits there. Travel west to Vale Rays and kill those dangerous spirits. You will find them west of the Shadow Tomb, on the border of the Bone Wastes and Terokkar Forest. This will be our first strike against Terokkar and the guards of Skedis. Evil grows in veil rays. Destroy it. Those bad spirits deserve to die. The danger they would cause to others is reason enough. We cannot save those who are controlled by Terokkar, but we will strike them hard in the name of the light. Vale Skith is northwest of the caravan and south of Shotrath in a quiet area of the forest. People say that the group from Skeddies built a bad altar for worship. We must clean this darkstone of Terokkar if we want to save the bird people of Skith. Take this rod of purification and use it on the darkstone. Blessed by Addon, the rod's power might be enough to make the darkstone pure. Go now, and may the light be with you. Darkness is around us. What can you say about Vale Skith? I heard the explosion from here, not with my ears, but with my heart. If the touch of the blessed Naru, Addon, is not enough to save the bird people, nothing will help. Those who have not given themselves to the light are just servants of evil. We must destroy them. A box? Or multiple boxes? Do you know what material the box was made of? And what was the name of this merchant? Impur? Are you sure he is one of the broken? I do not do business with them often. Maybe my memory will improve if you do me a favor. The Arakoa of Vale Skith recently stole a very large delivery of my rare goods. I want everything back. You can find Vale Skith just south of Shotrath City. Is my memory improving? Yes, I think everything is becoming clear now. And I think your hard work deserves more than just the information you want.
Out here on the border, we must deal with the bird people every day. They attack us when they want, raiding our supplies and killing our scouts. But we know very little about these strange creatures. I received news that northwest of here, in Shotrath City, there are bird people who are not dangerous. They might be willing to share the secrets of their race. Rillik the Redeemed is their leader. He lives in the northern part of the lower city.
You are smart to find me. There is a lot I can show you. I do not know what to think about all of this, but I know how we can find more clues. Impur is a broken merchant who sells all kinds of items and information. If you make him talk, I am sure he will say something interesting. He travels on the road between Turam and Shotrath. Be careful, though, he travels with a guard. Fine. I will tell you what I know, but it is not much. Other bird people took part in betraying Terokkar. Kirik knew Terokkar was a liar, not a prophet. The only future Terokkar saw was the destruction he caused himself. Kirik was the one who led us bravely away from Skeddies. After our journey to Shotrath, Kirik traveled to the other camps to look for more people. This letter tells what the magic eyes have seen. Kirik must know. Follow the road south out of Shotrath to the Bone Wastes and look for the caravan. You have traveled far and bear news for me. Rillik's story is sad, traveler. As you can see from this broken caravan, there is much sadness and darkness in the forest of Terokkar these days.
When you finish celebrating here, I think you should go back to the Cenarian Thicket and talk to Earthbinder Tavgren. I am sure he wants to know what really happened out there.
A bomb made of pure magic energy that can destroy whole towns. But why? Why did the Blood Elves make such a thing and use it against us? The Cenarian Thicket was a place of peace and rest. Whatever the reason is, it is locked inside the head of Warden Treelos, and I do not know how to help him. Maybe his mind will get better with time? Anyway, I want to thank you for helping me find out what happened. I hope this tragedy never happens to anyone else again. Your actions were brave, but Terokkar will surely try to punish you for them. Go quickly to Shotrath. Send a message to Rillik. The guards of Skeddies are becoming active. Shotrath is in trouble. We will surely feel the anger of Terokkar's revenge. Gather a defense group quickly. Speak with Defender Grashna and tell him you are ready to fight our attackers. They are building a second large bomb in the courtyard. My information shows that the final code for the bomb is held by Sharth Voldown, the leader of the project at Firewing Point. You must go back there and get the final code from him. He stays at the top of the highest tower. Take the final code to the bomb they are building in the middle courtyard and explode it. Only then will we be sure that the Illyrian stronghold is safe.
Lieutenant Meridian has been keeping us apprised of the situation at Firewing Point. Is everything okay? You did it. You saved US. You saved the Illyrian stronghold. With their soldiers dead, their leader gone, and the bomb destroyed, we can all rest easily now. I have never seen such a helpful and brave person. Please accept this gift from all of us.
This message has a dark seal, and although the language looks familiar, it seems to be in code. Maybe someone at the refugee caravan will know something about it. You want to show me something? Yes. This was written in a simple form of dark code. My knowledge of it is not perfect, but it is enough to translate this. You learn a lot about bad subjects when you live with outcasts and refugees in the lower city. We have not heard from the Druids at the Cenarian Thicket in Terokkar Forest for a long time. I want you to go there and check on them to see what is happening. There are a few paths, but the fastest way is to go south along the trail. Then take the road going east from Shotrath City when you enter the forest. I am glad the camp sent you. The Druids of the thicket are dead. Only I and one other person survived, and he is crazy. I do not know what happened, but I want to find out the truth. Whatever happened, it was very fast and it does not feel natural. Will you help me?
I have an important job for you. We have not heard from the Druids of the Cenarian Thicket for a long time. This is strange because they usually talk to us every few days. I want you to go there and make sure they are fine. You can find the thicket by going northwest through the forest.
I am glad that Stonebreaker Hold sent you. The Druids of the thicket are dead. Only I and one other person survived, and he is crazy. I do not know what happened, but I want to find out the truth. Whatever happened, it was very fast and it does not feel natural. Will you help me? I do not know about you, but I have no idea what all of those things are. I do know one thing though. They look dangerous. I think you should take this box of parts to Janai Star Whisper at the Illyrian stronghold to the southeast. She may have some idea of what these are.
You look concerned. What is it? Oh no, that is horrible news. I cannot believe that almost all of our Cenarian friends are dead. All right, let me look at those parts. I am just hoping they are not what I think they are. Yes, as I feared, I believe these are bomb parts. Our friends in Shotrath City have been giving us information about some of the traders importing banned goods from other places that they are in contact with.
Quick, hide. The eyes of Naphtalear are on you, on all of us. I do not dare to go to the top of the tower to speak with it, but you look like you might know the right words to say. Just be careful. It does not like jokes and will not tolerate foolish people. If you can convince it to come down for tea. But, by all means, make it stop staring at me. We should never have invited them to dinner. That much is certain. Or, at least, we should have insisted on a few plates of food before the dessert they brought. It is for the best, really. If it cannot politely accept an invitation, then it should not attend. Who are you and what are you doing here? You must get out of here quickly before it is too late.
Thank goodness you are here. I need you to help me escape. I have very important information to protect the Illyrian stronghold and all of Outland. I came here from the Cenarian expedition for a meeting, but as you can see, they were not friendly. If you help me reach a safe place, I promise you will get a great reward. We cannot do this alone. You have a group with you, right?
Isla Starmane just left, but she explained everything about what is happening at Firewing Point. She is very sad about what happened to the Cenarian Thicket. Bad blood elves. She told me how you helped save her, so we could get this information. The Illyrian stronghold thanks you for your help. Please take this gift from all of us. After our caravan was attacked by Shadow Council cultists, scouts were sent to Shotrath to ask for help. The guards think we are safe for now, but they underestimate these crazy men. I, for one, do not want to have my throat cut by some cult worker in the middle of the night. Do us a favor and attack them before they come to us. You will find our attackers south of here, at Auchendown's northern entrance. Have you done what I asked of you? I fear for our lives. I can breathe easily now. The Shadow Council will be stopped for now. They are murderers and cowards, and your bravery will keep them away. You look surprised to talk to me. I do not blame you. My people, the bird people, deserve to be feared. Speak with Rillick the Redeemed in Shotrath City if you want to know more. He can be found in the northern part of the lower city, with the other outcasts from Skeddies. And we will talk again. So we meet. You must forgive the lack of formalities because time is very important. Something strange has changed the insects of the thicket. In the past, there were many different types of life here, but now only these insects remain. Before, they were peaceful, but now they are angry and will attack you if you get close. I need to compare the angry ones to the normal ones. Collect some samples from both types. You can find the normal insects to the south and the north. I am sure this is connected to whatever killed the druids. Do you have my samples? Strange. The samples from the angry insects are full of pure magic energy. It seems that whatever caused all this death also left behind a strong field of energy. But for some reason, the insects did not die. Instead, they just became very wild. It looks clear that this strange energy comes from whatever attacked the thicket. We need to show the bird people that they cannot attack our people without being punished. If we do not stop them here, the roads will no longer be safe for our merchants, messengers, or soldiers. My scouts have found the leaders of each main bird people village in the area. Find Ashkaz, Ayat, and Urdak in Vale Resk, Vale Sheener, and Vale Skith and kill them. It's good to see you again. Have you done as I asked? Well done. We have enough to worry about without wondering when the bird people will attack our merchants and messengers again.
Among the ruins of Turum are several containers with raw magic energy. We are lucky that the broken people who took the city do not know about this resource, but we cannot assume they will never find out. With these containers and their power, the survivors of my people can avoid the danger of evil magic. Every person we can save from our prince's mistakes can help us bring back our old glory. Bring me these containers. Were you able to find any good containers? I hope these are not the only good containers in the city. This is a good start, but I think we will need many more.
We know that the Blood Elves of Firewing Point are working for Kael'thas and Illidan. And from what you have told me, clearly they are using the broken people of Turum as secret helpers to build some horrible weapon. Whatever they are doing out there, the best thing we can do right now is reduce their numbers. The Firewing Blood Elves must be defeated. Go up to Firewing Point to the north and deal with them. Report. What news do you bring from Firewing Point? That is a good start, but based on what you saw there in the courtyard, and the information I have received, we have a much more important problem now. Do not let the soldiers fool you. They look like a group of scary warriors, but they care too much about clothes and style. They refuse to be seen without their hats. These are big hats made of fur, with the brightest feathers you have ever seen. The best feathers come from the bird people, of course, and my supply is running low. I will gladly pay you if you collect them for me. These will work, though I am sure the men will start to complain about the lack of different styles soon. They hate to look the same. Oh no, we cannot have that. The trees of this land are ruined by the power that came from Auchendown. The bad magic that was released turned the land into the wastes you see everywhere. The trees that survived are now full of bad wood insects that crawl under the bark and eat them. The rotting monsters and sick tree giants are places where these insects grow. You can find them along the edge of the woods to the east. Destroy these creatures and then kill the insects that run from them. Have you destroyed the worst of the infestations? You have done a lot to help Terokkar Forest. Now that the worst insect camps are destroyed, we might be able to fix this wasted land. I do not know what killed the druids here. I was away for a couple of days checking the bone wastes to the south. Please, you must help me find out who caused this terrible tragedy. Go into the thicket and look for a clue. When I was in there for a short time, I thought I saw a dead broken person and a strange object next to him. Do not worry about Trilos. He became crazy because of what happened, but he is mostly safe. Have you discovered anything yet? So I was right. That was the body of a broken person? And you can confirm that there was a strange object on the ground next to him? This does not make sense. What was a broken person doing here? And what is that thing he had with him? Did it cause all this death?
The trees in the forest are very beautiful, aren't they? I have often wondered if they could grow on Azeroth. I am afraid to send small plants back because it is a hard trip and they are difficult to carry. The seeds are inside hard shells that fall from the branches when they are ready. If you find some of those shells during your travels, could you please bring some seeds back to me? I have started collecting seeds, but I need some help before I have enough to send back to the city of Stormwind. Thank you for bringing these seeds. I have almost enough to send the first group back.
I do not know who they are, but they are enemies. I will give you a disguise. I want you to go in there and talk with 3 of them who like to talk. The initiate, the laborer, and the advisor. Just be careful. There are a few hunters who can see through your disguise, and they look strong. Do not leave the village because the disguise is weak. If you lose it, come back to me and I will give you another one. You speak with all of them yet? What did they have to say? Good, you finally made it back. Okay, what did you find out? Who are they?
We must act immediately. We have someone working near Firewing Point you should talk to. He will have a better idea of what we should do next. Go to Lieutenant Meridian at the Illyrian post and tell him about the situation. You will find the post to the northeast, on the south side of the river just south of Firewing Point. Good luck.
Bomb parts. So I was right. I did not want this to be true. Okay, you and I have some difficult work to do now. What? Those people are from the Shadow Council. You must go back in there and defeat them. Kill their leader and as many of their executioners and summoners as you can. When you finish, report back to Lieutenant Gravelhammer at the Illyrian stronghold. Good luck! Well, what did you find out, lass? That is very bad news. It seems I made the right choice when I sent you to help Weeks. We do not want the Shadow Council to build a base near us. To thank you for your work at Grangelvar village, you can choose any of these fine rewards. When I first came to Outland and listened to the voices of its spirits, I was amazed. In time, I also noticed which spirits I could not hear. I have never been able to talk with the spirit of a bird person ancestor. Their magic is completely different from ours, but I believe their spirits can still be reached. Bring me feathers from many bird people. Perhaps an item from them will give me the connection I need. These will work well. The more different bird people you collected them from, the more they will help me when I try to talk to their spirits. Thank you for your help. Have you met the timber wolves in your travels? I have watched them while making a map of the northern areas of the forest. I do not recommend getting close to them unless you are ready to fight. They do not fear us and will defend their territory. It is natural that such a creature would have a beautiful tail. I have been trying to collect enough of them to decorate a new coat, but the wolves always escape my traps. Will you help? I see you managed to survive the dangers of the forest. Have you brought any tails for my coat? Ah, well done, friend. These are better than I thought they would be. They will make a great coat. Yes, a fine coat it shall be. As I was saying, we have just received some more information and there is a much larger problem now. The Blood Elves are working hard to build a second bomb at Firewing Point. I must emphasize how terrible it would be if they finished and used this device on the Illyrian stronghold. My scouts tell me that they are guarding the codes to the device in the 4 smaller buildings around the central courtyard. Go in there and get those codes before it is too late. Good work. Let me look at those code sheets. I have an idea and it might just be crazy enough to work. As I was saying, we have just received some more information and there is a much larger problem now. The Blood Elves are working hard to build a second bomb at Firewing Point. I must emphasize how terrible it would be if they finished and used this device on Stonebreaker Hold. My scouts tell me that they are guarding the codes to the device in the 4 smaller buildings around the central courtyard. Go in there and get those codes before it is too late. You have those codes yet? You saw what happened to the Druids at the Cenarian Thicket. Do you want that to happen to Stonebreaker Hold? Good work. Let me look at those code sheets. I have an idea and it might just be crazy enough to work. The arrival of the fell orcs at the ruins to the east surprises and worries Thander. They started building walls and repairing the houses immediately. The building work continues day and night. I sent one of my best workers to watch them, but we cannot wait. Attack their workers. Then find the Loria Shadecloak at the Illyrian post north of the ruins. She will give you more instructions.
I assume Berthelm sent you to stop their workers? It is a good start, but Berthelm was right to send you to me. I found something that might explain why the fell orcs are here. Over the past few days, I have watched a blood elf woman travel to and from the fell orc fort and talk with the fell orc leader. From the way she moves, she is clearly giving orders. But why? Whose orders is she bringing? My curiosity made me follow her when she left the fell orc camp. She went north to Firewing Point. I stopped before reaching the border of the blood elf camp. Kill her before she leaves the fell orc camp again. The activity in the camp continues to grow. Have you finished your mission? Well done. We have given ourselves a little time. The Blood Elves will wonder what happened to their friend. Hopefully, by that time, we will understand their plans better. Knowing Thander and Berthelm, they will not tolerate a large group of enemies near our base. Asking them to send soldiers from the garrison to attack the camp is not an option either. It would leave us too open to an attack. It is our job to do what we can to reduce the danger from the fell orcs. Kill what you can of their forces, and I will look for ways to stop any new forces. Was your attack successful? Things are starting to look better. I think if we can stop the fell orcs from sending more helpers to their friends here, we can keep this post safe.
The enemies are preparing for war down in Voldrin village to the south. Their leader and his guards are getting ready. Because most of our soldiers are away fighting the horde, Amberpine is in danger. Go to Voldrin near the southern coast and show those enemies that we are strong. Kill as many guards as you can find. Stop them from attacking us while we are busy with the horde. Did you finish the job? Good job. Now we must continue and use our advantage. Although you cannot read the strange writing on the paper, the fancy seal at the bottom shows it was written by an important Arakoa. Luanga planned the capture and questioning of Dayram, but it seems he was taking orders from someone else. You remember Thander saying that Andarl studies the bird people. Perhaps he can read the paper for us. I can read most of this and get a general idea. The writer praises the work made by Luanga and tells him to keep asking questions to his prisoners. Meanwhile, it says, The preparations in Skedis are going as planned, and they will soon be ready to take back their old lands. I do not know this place called Skedis, but wherever it is, it sounds like the bird people are gathering an army there. We must tell Vander about this immediately. Although you cannot read the strange writing on the paper, the fancy seal at the bottom shows it was written by an important Arakoa. Luanga planned the capture and questioning of Duger, but it seems he was taking orders from someone else. You remember Rokag saying that Kurgatok studies the bird people. Perhaps he can read the paper for us. I can read most of this and get a general idea. The writer praises the work made by Luanga and tells him to keep asking questions to his prisoners. Meanwhile, it says, the preparations in Skedis are going as planned, and they will soon be ready to take back their old lands. I do not know this place called Skedis, but wherever it is, it sounds like the bird people are gathering an army there. We must tell Rokag about this immediately. The writing on the plans is too beautiful and exact to come from the fell orcs. You cannot read what the text says, but the meaning is clear. The fell orcs are taking orders from the blood elves at Firewing Point. Why would the two armies work together? Bert Elm might know something about this strange alliance. You decide to go back to the Illyrian stronghold and show him the map. What is it you have there? If you had not brought this map, I would say you were crazy, but here it is. Not only are the fell orcs here to serve the blood elves, but it appears they have been ordered to keep us busy. This map brings more questions than answers, but it gives us a better idea of what we are facing here. Skywing moves around you. You feel like he wants you to follow him. What brings you here? Oh, poor Skywing was under the bad curse of Luanga, the imprisoner. Skywing traveled to Vale Shalas to try to make others see the way of the light. They did not like his actions, especially because he was close to Skedis. Luanga was one of Terokk's most dangerous agents. You did a good job freeing Skywing. Thank you. Now you must use the Dread Relic in a bad magic ritual if you want to fight Terrybus the Cursed. To the northeast, past Auchendown, is the Writhing Mound, a place where bad magic users gather. The Auchenai speakers and doomsayers carry skulls that are full of powerful magic. If you collect enough skulls, you can use their power together with the Dread Relic to force Terrybus to face you. Has Terrybus the Cursed been removed from the skies of Terokkar? A great evil has been cleaned from Terokkar. The Shatar are thank you for your help. You have killed many spiders, but more will come and soon they will attack us again. Deep inside Netherweb Ridge is the home of the Terrakkarantula, the mother of these terrible creatures. If we want to be safe, she must die. Has Terrakkarantula been killed? The spiders are beaten. You have killed many, and even their terrible mother has died before you. I am too sick from poison to fight for my freedom. Please take some of my equipment. It will make my load lighter and give you the tools you need to travel back to the Shatar outpost. They are giving the stolen souls to a box that they brought out from the Auchenai crypts. My scouts believe the box holds the first leader of the crypts. They want to bring the old leader back to life. You must fight your way to the west side of Auchendown and destroy the inside of that box before they give it enough souls. If you get lost, follow the walking souls. Destroy whatever is inside that box. You must destroy the ancient evil before it gets its powers back. We have won. This defeat will stop the Auchenai for several weeks.
There is a creature in the Bone Wastes so scary that only brave people dare to hunt him. I mean Torgos, king of the Bone Lashers, who flies over Vale Rays on the western edge of the wastes. An old Arakoan scarecrow called Torgos's Bane keeps him away. But if you put the body of his mate, Trakila, at the bottom of that scarecrow, he will come down anyway. You can find her at Carrion Hill in the northern wastes. Bring me one of Torgos's tail feathers. You have the feather? Am I to reward you for your foolhardy bravery? I am impressed. Torgos was one of the toughest creatures near Nagrand. Well, I suppose this is good enough for a reward from our treasury. Choose what you like.
I was right. These bodies you brought me belong to baby bone worms. Do you know what that means? It means that somewhere out there is a big one. I think we can make it come out if we give it the right kind of food. Let's see. Something big. Yes. I remember seeing cleft hooves east of here on the other side of the bone wastes. Go out there and kill a cleft hoof. When it is dead, use the drums. I hope the big one will come up to eat. If you kill it, bring me its organs. Take a friend with you. Amazing. Look at this stuff. This item has some sort of dust inside it. I will not trouble you with all this difficult scientific language. I managed to pull a few teeth from the small ones to make these very sharp knives. Do you want one? Long ago, a group went to Auchendown to take a dread relic from the old tombs under the city. They ran away, but the relic destroyed them. The relic is evil, and it calls evil things when touched. Their wagons were destroyed somewhere to the east. This dark object is the key to a plan to defeat Teribus the Cursed, a creature that flies over the bone wastes. Help me if you want, but your life and your soul will be in danger. Do you have the dread relic? We must have it. It is amazing that you succeeded. The dread relic is more powerful than I feared. Only a strong hero could survive the long journey back while carrying such bad evil. When the spiders attacked our camp, we heard the voice of the Naru telling us to fight. We followed the creatures into the night. We found some of our people dead in the dark, and we could hear others fighting against the spiders. By morning, we reached this place and fought a hard battle, but we lost. The spider poison will kill my friends soon, and I cannot last long. Before I die, I must know that the spiders were beaten. I can feel the poison moving inside me. The Naru call to me, I can see the light. Are the spiders defeated? I heard the sounds of your battle from here. The sounds of your victory gave me hope. If you can win against such dangerous enemies, maybe I can find the strength to pull my friends away from this terrible place. Would you like to do some more work for the Explorers League? These bone worms are very interesting to us. I have a drum right here that you can use out in the bone wastes. Just hit the drum and see what comes out. If it is a worm, kill it and bring the body back for us to study. We need many bodies to have a good sample for testing. We think the one that appeared at the dig site was actually a baby worm. Sand gnomes? Yes, sure. The desert can make a person see strange things. I think we are about to make a great discovery with these worms. Hello. You look like you can take care of yourself. The crew and I are looking for a guard to protect us while we work at a dig site to the north. The pay is good, and you just need to make sure no dangerous creatures kill me or my workers. If you get back safely without anyone dying, Dwarfowitz over there will pay you. You get paid when the job is done? Sonny? Missy? A bone worm. Fantastic. This might actually be the first time in history that Litol has actually found something. The bones of dead Drenii are all over the bone wastes because of the explosion of Auchendown. Their spirits are restless and cannot go to the next life. You must help me collect their bones and take them to their burial place. Only then will they find peace and comfort. Collect the bones carefully and give them to Ramder the Mad at Auchendown in the center of the bone wastes. Do not worry about his name, he knows how to take care of them. What's this? Who are you? Great, exactly what I needed. More bones. Yes, I will make sure these remains of our ancestors get a proper burial, do not worry. There is something else you can do if you really want to help the dead. Many spirits of the Drenii were corrupted by the explosion of Auchendown. Now they walk around the wastes in pain. I ask you to help them rest. Destroy the lost spirits and broken skeletons that are in the bone wastes outside Auchendown's walls. What? You think letting them walk around in pain would be better? Afterward, return to Sulavin at the refugee caravan and tell him what you did. What brings you back to me? Did you deliver the bones of the restless to Ramdir as I requested? You did what was necessary, and there is nothing to forgive. It makes me sad that they turned into monsters, but your actions helped them find rest. Thank you for freeing them. Please accept a small gift for your help and kindness. Our small camp is under attack all the time. A few nights ago, the spiders of Netherweb Ridge attacked us. This ridge is on the southeast edge of the bone wastes. They poisoned many of our people, wrapped them in webs and carried them away. Some of our warriors took weapons and followed the spiders without preparation. We have not seen the prisoners or our hunting groups since then. We hope some might still be alive, perhaps trapped by the spiders. Our numbers are small. Will you look for our people? Did you find our missing people? You saved so many people. I did not think we would ever see them again. We cannot thank you enough. We will not make it back by ourselves. The spider poison is too strong. You must go back to the Shatari base camp for us. Scout Navrin will send a rescue team to find us. It is good to know that some of our warriors fought well against the spiders. We will send a rescue team immediately. To the east, buried under the sand, is the Tomb of Lights. This is an old resting place for the dead. Before our caravan was attacked, I wanted to go to the tomb and clean it of evil spirits. I did not know it was already full of another kind of evil. Even now, the ethereal steal items and memories from the dead bodies that were buried centuries ago. There is very little I can do while our caravan struggles to survive. How many ethereals have you destroyed? I hope it will be enough to drive them from the Tomb of Lights. Out here in the wild areas of Outland, we are weak and we have few heroes to protect us. But you gave them a reason to be afraid. I do not think the ethereals will forget the strong arm of Soon. Can we do nothing to stop this bad corruption? My soldiers have been fighting the Ochanai for days, and the fight does not end. Every dead person from the Ochanai or the Shatar is taken from the battlefield. Their souls are taken to unknown places. I will not allow this. We cannot give them a real burial, but those monsters will not take their souls. Take this torch and go to the battlefield, straight east from here. Burn every dead body you see. We will not help their magic rituals. It is a terrible thing to ask, I know. It is not enough. It is just not enough. It is not enough. We need a hero. Our forces have too much work because the Ochanai continue to grow in number. Will you be the hero? Return to the battlefield and attack their soldiers. Keep them busy so my scouts can go behind their lines and see what they are making. Take no prisoners. You have done it. Because of you, we have made a new discovery. The spirits of the dead in the bone wastes are calling to me, and they are in pain. You must travel to the bone wastes to the south and find my assistant, Sulavin, with the refugee caravan. He must feel the pain too, and he needs your help to make the spirits rest. If you hurry, you can catch them. I know they were going to stop for a short time in the northern part of the bone wastes before going south to Ochandown. I tried to convince Isfar to stay here, in the safety of Shotrath, but he refused completely. Instead, he decided to travel out to Ochandown again on his own. He was lucky enough to escape the Sethic halls once, but if they find him, there will not be a second time. I respect his desire to free his sister, but he will not be able to do it without help. Find Isfar and talk with him. If you cannot convince him to come back, perhaps you could help him save Laka? I should have guessed he would send you after me. He tried to talk me out of returning to the Sethic halls, but I could not live with myself if I let Laka die in there. This is Salsalabim's design. Look at the towers. The demon hunter cannot see them, right? Poor, sad Altruis. He would cry if he had eyes, right? Yes, Salsalabim will help, but first you must help Salsalabim. These creatures owe Salsalabim gold. A lot of gold. Go get it for Salsalabim and come back. They will not give you Salsalabim's gold easily. You will have to fight, but you are strong. You can beat them. You cannot come back without Salsalabim's gold. Now, a deal is a deal, but when Salsalabim tells you the truth, do not be angry. Okay? You see where the big cannons are? You turn the cannon around and use it on the buildings. Wait, do not be angry. There is one thing you do not know. The leaders have the keys to turn the cannons. You need the keys first. One from each leader. It is not so easy, right? Take this information back to Altruis. Of course, we will use their own weapons against them. The children held prisoner by the Birdman leaders are listed in this book. Gezerak the Huntress, Garrick the Crystal Giant, the bad creature named Dark Screecher Akarai, and Vekaz the Windridger. They must all be killed before Terokkar returns to this world. You will need the magic scrolls carried by the time-lost Birdman. Burn them at the circles all over Skeddies. Bring me an object from each one. You will fight very powerful creatures, so you should bring friends with you. I need an object from each of the children of Terokk's greatest enemies. Only then will we be ready to call Terokkar. Excellent. Take this. I have made a special bundle with the items you brought. They will allow you to call Terokkar. Be careful. He is the most powerful birdman that has ever lived. Do not underestimate his power. My supplies are sufficient right now, but I will need many razorthorn roots to keep up with what people want. Collecting the roots is difficult, but I know a special method to get them. If you use the organs of the razorthorn monsters, you can control a beast there and use it to find a root. To find the roots, travel to Outland and fly northeast from Shotrath until you reach Razorthorn Rise. Return to me when you have collected 5 of the roots.
Honestly, I am much too busy for casual talk. Let me know when you have collected those roots. Excellent work. Thank you again for your help.
Hello. I am afraid I have very little to give you here until I have more ingredients. Among the supplies I need, there is a special ingredient called razorthorn root. It is very difficult to collect. Fortunately, I know a secret. If you use the organs of the razorthorn monsters, you can control a beast there and use it to find a root. To find the roots, travel to Outland and fly northeast from Shotrath until you reach Razorthorn Rise.
Honestly, I am much too busy for casual talk. Let me know when you have collected those roots. These will be very good. Thank you for your help.